So here we are, the next chapter in our Wild Way Home story. So we're looking at the bit after your prediction. If you remember, Harvey was standing there with his spear, and we don't know why. Lots of you predicted that it might be the wolf, although I had some interesting predictions, including a dinosaur, which is a really good one. So let's see what happens next. Spirit song. Something moves in the dark undergrowth behind the cave. Steady rustle. I think of the wolf. Alpha. My mouth goes dry. Do wolves seek revenge? Another rustle. From behind me somewhere. Pack. I look over my shoulder. In the cave, shadows shift and flicker. My heart thuds. I turn back to Harvey. He's just standing there, poised and ready. So still, he reminds me of the painted people in the cave. The nearby creature rustles. It's edging forward. I bend slowly and pick up the stick. I try to steady my breathing, imagining myself as Charlie Merman, a survivor, brave and strong with a spear in my hand. The animal creeps closer still. Then from somewhere, I hear a low humming sound. In confusion, I can't place the noise. What on earth is it? Almost a growl, but no, softer, more like the sound when you're upstairs and someone downstairs is vacuuming. The noise gets louder, and I realise there's actually kind of a music to it. It's a song, or a chant even. And it's Harvey who's singing it. The animal in the undergrowth stops rustling, like it's standing still to listen. Harvey sings louder. I don't understand the words, but they seem to be working. Sing, Charlie Merman, he says Harbour. So I do. I chant along with Harvey, picking up his tune, making my voice low and hummy. The ridiculous thing is, the first song which pops into my head is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So that those are the words I'm chanting to Harvey's ominous tune. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. I don't even have to get to the up above the world so high bit, because something surprising happens before then. The rustling creature is actually frightened by our chanting. I see the tiniest glint of its eyes amongst the dark leaves. Then it turns tail and runs crashing through the bushes. Relief floods through me. It sounds even bigger than a wolf. What was that? I asked Harvey. Bear, says Harvey, matter of fact. Bear? My eyes nearly pop out of my head. A real bear? Did you just scare off a bear by singing to her? Bear not like spirit songs, says Harvey. Like it's sort of obvious thing that anyone should just know. I shudder. Without Harvey, I'd be dead 100 times over. Thanks, Harvey, I whisper. He looks at me like I'm a total banana. Why you give that thanks? You make spirit song too, Charlie Merman. I shake my head in utter astonishment. I make spirit song too? I get a little tingle up my spine. Maybe I'm learning Harvey's ways. Maybe I'm learning how to survive. Home, says Harvey, urging me forward. And on we go. I walk on following Harvey, but I sneak a peek back over my shoulder at the place where the bear had been. Although I'm so super glad we're safe, a tiny adventurous little part of me still wishes I could have seen her properly. A bear, an actual bear. We creep forward, more cautious now, lurking in the shadows at the forest edge, peering up and down the silvery water for predators. But the coast's clear, so we make our way to the stepping stones and we cross. I pause for a moment at the pinnacle, looking up at the hill opposite. Even though the forest is much wilder than my forest, I'm learning that really it's kind of the same. I'm sure I'll know the way to the Spirit Stone, path or no path. Bats flit low over the water, snapping up flies, just like they do when Dad and me go night fishing. I hop across the rest of the stepping stones while the moon shimmers above me like a fat silver apple. I hop off the last stepping stone to the sand, and suddenly I realise that Harvey is no longer behind me. In fact, he's nowhere to be seen. Hey, I call softly. Where are you, Harvey? A big fish flips with a splosh in the dark water. Charlie Merman? Harvey's blue bandaged head is sticking out from behind the pinnacle, all lit up by the moonlight. Oh, sorry, Harvey. I couldn't see you for a minute. What are you doing? He gives me a look like I'm a total nutball. I need make water, he says, as if he's speaking to someone very, very stupid. What? I say. He sighs impatiently. Take water, he says, miming drinking from his cup, and make water, and he mimes going for a wee. I laugh. Okay, fine, I get it, I say, and I look away, giggling my head off. He goes back behind the pinnacle, and I can hear him laughing his funny, puffy laugh. I scuff my feet along the sand. I can just about make out our old footprints. The boys' barefoot ones, and mine ones in trainers. And there are some fresher ones too. Bird prints, like little letters in another language. I'm relieved there are no wolf prints, no bear prints either. Retrace your steps literally, I mutter myself as I follow my backwards footprints from the stepping stones back up the river to the river beach to the ridge. My breath catches. Another set of human footprints joins up with ours. They're coming from the tangle of reeds and bulrushes just upstream. Barefoot footprints, but much bigger than the boys. I fit my trainer inside one. These footprints are massive, and they're fresh. Okay, so what I want you to do is, can you draw a little map of what you think's happened so far in the story? Can you make an imaginary map of the forest? Where's the hospital? Just there's no right answer. It's how you imagine it all to be. What places can you remember? Dead Man's Cave, the river, the forest, spirit stones, any of those things. So have a think through all the splits of the stories you've done so far and draw a little map of the forest. And if you want to, you can make a prediction. Whose footprints are they? Okay, next chapter later. See you later.